it's after all business. People tend to stereotype. If there's no Tera Yaru Mein in a Sonu Titu, then the film doesn't work. When we were actually doing Bhool Bhulaiyaa 2 at that time, nobody actually believed it. And I've been told this. Why are you going away from what you usually do?
Hey guys, my name is Shravan Shah and today I'm going to be having a conversation with the super talented Kartik Aryan in the house. What's up?
Hi, hello Shravan. Thank you.
Long time, this is long time pending. How have you been, sir?
All good, very good.
Yeah?
And so happy to be here with you.
No, but first of all, congratulations on Chandu Champion.
Thank you.
But do you know this now that let's say, 60 years down the line, if somebody Googles about Mullikan, your film is going to be a referral point now.
Yeah, exactly.
And
that feels nice.
Isn't
actually.
that like I'm getting goosebumps about it? Damn.
I'm getting goosebumps.
But it's
about
goosebump moment, right? That listen,
yeah.
you've now
That's
immortalized this man to a level where from people not knowing his story to now everybody knowing his story and you being the face of that. And I have personally noticed your journey from the time you started off.
Yeah.
And I feel that after this, you've not only come into your own as a talent, but it's high time people now start taking you seriously as an artist also. And do you think somewhere that also comes from a part that because you did a Pyar Ka Panchnama, people are like, yaar, he's a great comedy person, but I don't know whether we can take him in a serious film, not take him in a serious film. Do you think that somewhere was also a conversation?
I think a lot of times what happens is when you see an actor doing something, for example, when I did Pyar Ka Panchnama or Sonu Ke Didu Ki Sweetie, and these were all successful films, Lukka Chupi, Pati Patni.
Yeah.
So, it's after all business. People tend to stereotype, people tend to think that, acha, yahan pe isko acceptance mili hai, let's give him more of this and give the audience also
more of that.
More of that.
Yeah.
So, which is what usually, you get into that pit and you just have to make some changes if you really want to do something else as well. And that's what I think before Sonu T2, I didn't have so many options also. In fact, after Bhool Bhulaiyaa, a lot of options opened for me because that became a really big box office success for me.
Yeah.
So a lot of money could be put on my shoulders and a lot of directors, makers or producers, they could actually make certain kind of films with me. Because of a certain amount of success.
True.
So I think that is where I actually could change a lot of things about, not just doing comedies, but doing different stuff. Doing something which I also feel excited about is something which I have never tapped onto or I have never been a part of. But there is this, these questions do arise. Ki, arey yaar, ye, should we do the same thing? Should we go with the formula with him, कि हाँ ये proven formula है. कार्तिक के साथ 2 गाने, ये comedy, romance, तो वो
चल जाएगा.
वो audience के लिए हाँ.
As an artist, did you?
I hope वो चलता रहे. I hope मुझे हो भी नहीं.
Because let's be honest, that's also your forte, right? But with Chandu, you've opened up a new doorway altogether. But back then, when that formula thing was happening, as an artist, weren't you getting irritated? You're like, guys, I know this is my formula, but can you please put me in a film like a Chandu Champion? And why did it take a film like Chandu Champion, like so many years for a film like Chandu Champion to come?
I'll tell you, the thing is that when you do a Sonu T2 also, there is an emotional graft to it.
For sure.
If there's no Tera Yaru Mein in a Sonu T2, then the film doesn't work.
For sure.
It can't be just about gags.
Yeah.
There has to be a thread, there has to be a story. So that's what I think matters at the end of the day. But जो सामने जो आता है, जो ऊपर से, वो बहुत comedy आता है, वो romance आता है, वो eventually the biggest song that comes out or the biggest emotional moment that comes out from a Sonu also is a Tera Yaru Mein.
Yeah.
Because it touches the emotional chord and
true.
it touches the right audience and then that actually makes a film but now उसके लिए भी तो इमोशन वो मोमेंट जीना होता है उसके लिए भी तो वो पोर्शन पूरा इनैक्ट करना होता है सो बट आई थिंक ऊपर से क्योंकि वो इतना कॉमेडी होता है तो लोगों को थोड़ा सा लगता है कि यार ये कॉमेडी वर्क्स बट एक्चुअली में मैं वो फिल्मों में तब से कर रहा हूँ इवन अ पंचनामा हैड दैट इवन अ लुक्का छुपी हैड दैट इवन अ पति पत्नी और वो हैड दैट
dude, and Akashwani had it.
Akashwani तो completely had it.
Exactly.
So, I'm saying all these films they've had those emotional not just sequences, but they've been an important part of the film as a film.
Yeah.
So I think I've been doing that, but it's just that more people notice my comedy or the romance, or but not the emotional quotient. I think which Satya Prem ki Katha or Chandu Champion, I think a lot of people notice this.
But it's so weird because this man who's sitting in front of me has always had it in him. And why did it take for you to literally shake people up, bang the doors and be like, guys, I have arrived. Like, why can't you just pay attention? Like, why did it take so long? Like I was saying, why did it take a film like Chandu Champion right now? It could have been 5 years ago.
Yeah, it could have been, but I mean, there's no answer to that. There's no answer to that. I can't like अभी मैं किसी को ये जा के नहीं बोल सकता कि हाँ मैं कर सकता हूँ, अब देख लो. All I can do is if I get an opportunity, I can give my 200%.
For sure.
And that can be seen. तो वो मेरे हाथ में. So I just believe in that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, it takes time. Sometimes it takes a lot of time. To prove yourself, and I'm glad that these opportunities are coming my way. अगर ये opportunity भी नहीं आती तो शायद ये भी नहीं हो पा रहा होता.
That is absolutely true.
So I'm just happy that this is happening. Also, having said that, I'm also enjoying the fact that there is a Bhool Bhulaiyaa happening in my life. There is somewhere down the line कि सोनू भी कभी हो. I love doing these films also.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I enjoy masala entertainers as well. But there's a different side which a Chandu Champion, when you go on that set, that's a different
world together.
Also,
Also for Chandu Champion, like I remember, even when you did Sonu, right? It's not like you were not, like I remember there was a picture that had come with you. It was a mirror click where you were in the mirror with a towel and your six packs were seen, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like you didn't go through a transformation then.
Yeah.
But I somewhere today when as an artist you're sitting opposite me,
Yeah.
I think that the transformation that you went through for Chandu, it not only affected you physically, but I think it's somewhere, change you mentally also
mentally
as a person.
also, a lot. See, what happens is with this kind of transformation, I needed to be in not just in good shape, but also be athletic and be that sporty guy who could do anything and everything. So I had to do all these functional training sessions, boxing, swimming, of course, because these skill sets were required.
Yeah.
So I was supposed to learn all these skill sets. I was in it for like a couple of years now. तो 2 साल से इसी में पूरी तरह से सोच रहे थे हम सब लोग कि मुरलीकांत कैसे सोचते होंगे, क्या बात करते होंगे, कैसे रहते होंगे, क्या खाते. So I was just living Murli sir's life, for these 2 years, and I have not done that before. I think there's a huge difference between just having a transformation but here I was emotionally very connected to this.
और वो दिख रहा था throughout the film.
बहुत ज़्यादा वो मराठी डायलेक्ट हो गया या फिर वो किस सिनेरियो में या अलग-अलग बॉडी टाइप्स हैं. इट्स नॉट जस्ट वन बॉडी टाइप, देयर आर डिफरेंट बॉडी टाइप. स्विमिंग भी ऐसा नहीं है कि नॉर्मल स्विमिंग सीखना है. स्विमिंग विद लेग्स एंड विदाउट लेग्स, दोनों. विद लेग्स इसलिए क्योंकि मुझे आती नहीं थी, तो मैंने
You didn't know swimming?
I didn't know how to swim before this. So I was really bad. I was just वो थोड़ा बच जाऊँ अपने आप, वो वैसा वाला उतना आता था. So ये बिल्कुल ही प्रोफेशनल लेवल पे I had to learn swimming, how to swim, and all these workshops with Kabir sir, with Atul Mungia sir, with a lot of people actually involved in these workshops, where I was only trying to talk like him or in a way. So all these things have never happened in my life, in my career, and I was just going through that. So I think that's why there was a lot of physical and emotional transformation.
Yeah. But I really want to ask you this today, and straight up I'm going to ask you, does Love Aaj Kal hurt?
It did hurt, of course, at that time when it didn't. It opened really well. It really opened doors for me as a romantic hero as such. Because the way it just blasted off in the weekend, the first weekend. But somewhere down the line, when it didn't work, it did hurt me because, of course, I was working with Imtiaz sir for the first time, with Sara for the first time, and we were all like we had invested a lot of time in that. But for whatever reasons, it didn't work. It does hurt, but then you have to move on, and it did that. Yeah. I mean,
I've also noticed that after 2019, all your film choices have now I don't know whether that's a strategy or no, but all of them are very different, whether it's a Freddy, whether it's a Dhamaka, whether it's this one, and it actually taps into each genre. And even Satya Prem Ki Katha, it was a love story, but it was not your typical
it was not
beat around the bush love story.
Yeah.
It was very different. So was there a strategy there?
I don't know if it's strategy, but maybe my gut is, whenever I hear a script, वो एक gut feeling आती है कि नहीं ये हाँ शायद से it's something which is which is like, हाँ ये अलग है, ये कुछ अलग है, ये नया है. So I think that is something which I am getting attracted towards, which I'm so maybe it's my strategy also, and but I'm not running away from the usual films also, because I like to do that also. But I'm mixing it up somewhere down the line. I'm mixing it up with a Satya Prem ki Katha and a Chandu, and a Bhool Bhulaiyaa also, which was again for me a horror comedy. That space I had never tapped into. And when we were actually doing Bhool Bhulaiyaa 2 at that time, nobody actually believed it, apart from us, the people associated with the film, and it did wonders for us. Same is the case with a Satya Prem. I think whenever I hear a script, I always go with the feeling of कि अच्छा ये मैं अगर audience हूँ तो ये क्या मुझे अच्छी लगेगी, क्या मुझे इससे क्या मिल रहा है, and I think that's what I'm
But
going forward.
is it easy doing that, considering today you are at a position when there are so many people around you who are constantly telling you, यार ये करो, ये मत करो?
Yeah, I'm more and more like a risk taker now. I can easily be doing my usual stuff also.
Yeah.
But and I've been told this that please, why are you going away from what you usually do? So. But I like that. I mean, I get excited by this. I get really excited. See, now I can. This is like a diamond in my filmography, Chandu Champion.
For sure.
So I mean, अगर मैं वैसे सोच रहा होता तो कभी चंदू चैंपियन होती ही नहीं.
जी.
And so I think I'm going with that gut feeling, and I would not change that. Even if it, even if उसकी वजह से मुझे वो usual films करने का मौका ही ना मिले. I think, but I would not mind that.
Wow. Vidya Balan is back this time for Bhool Bhulaiyaa 3. What's happening on that end?
So yesterday, in fact, we were on the sets only. I was shooting for Bhool Bhulaiyaa 3 only. In fact, मैच कल चल रहा था, सब सेट पे रोक के मैच देख रहे थे थोड़ी देर के लिए क्योंकि वो लास्ट तक इतना
everybody was like, what is happening?
Yeah, what is going to happen? So I was on the sets yesterday again, and it's been lovely. It's been with Vidya ma'am. I've been like it's so much to learn with her. But she's also so fun to be around. She's just वो अपने reels भी बनाती रहती हैं कुछ funny वो अपना she's very updated with what's happening, and the kind of gravitas that she gets.
For sure.
It's just unreal. Also, she's so. I mean, she's someone who really gave me such a sweet message, and she called me after watching Chandu Champion. She went for the film, and then she literally called me, and she said that I basically loved the film, and how she could see that this is not Kartik, this is this is Murli sir. So that was something which I really liked, and I mean, she in fact went. I think there was something where Siddharth sir शायद से वो कहीं बाहर थे, तो she went all by herself to see the film. So which I really found that cute, and तो मैंने बोला आप खुद से चले गए? बोला हाँ मैं तो चली गई, मुझे देखनी थी film. So that was really sweet of her. So I'm just happy to be surrounded by such actors over there, and again I'm learning a lot from them.
Sure, and the last one coming your way, sir. If I met you in 2010, technically a year after I actually met you, and I told you that 2014, you have no idea what you're going to be doing.
Correct.
There's going to be a Chandu Champion that you'll be doing where the entire nation will talk about you, because you'll actually be narrating a story of a man who people don't even know about. And you're going to be like the A-League guy. Would you believe me? Honest answer I want. I don't want diplo answers, please.
No, I would think कि इतना late कैसे हुआ?
See, same page.
Yeah,
we are on same page. But that is true. That is
exactly.
absolutely true.
So I would think so.
No.
But I would believe the fact that a film like that would come my way, because I know my thought process maybe. So I would मतलब शायद कई बार ये, and I believe in manifestation.
Yeah.
So I think this Chandu Champion is a film that I manifested. So, and it happened, and I'm glad that it happened. So I would have believed that.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, but that is so true. Like I keep saying this, that this guy who I met back then, he always had the zest. You still have that. And so literally, sky is the limit for you. Keep soaring high always. I'm going to see you super soon, hopefully.
Yes, yes.
Till then,
Thank
this
you.
one is a wrap.